between uncertainty and faith. It is this tension that often arises when we stand on the edge of something new, something unknown. It is in these moments that the wisdom of blessings and words of encouragement can guide us. One such phrase that speaks to this wisdom comes from the Quaker tradition. Proceed as the way opens. This gentle yet profound guidance invites us to trust the unfolding of life, to move forward with patience and faith, and to believe that the path will become clear in its own time. This phrase was particularly meaningful to Parker Palmer, a writer, educator, and activist known for his work on vocation, spirituality, and social change. During a difficult period in his life, he spent time at Pendle Hill, a Quaker retreat center in Pennsylvania. There, as he wrestled with uncertainty and anxiety, he was repeatedly given this simple yet powerful advice: proceed as the way opens. It became for him a way of living, a reminder that clarity does not always come all at once, but that we are invited to take each step in faith. Parker Palmer was born in 1939 and grew up in a Protestant family in the Midwest. His journey was one of seeking, a path that led him through academic pursuits, community organizing, and ultimately deep spiritual reflection. He found himself at a crossroads when he arrived at Pendle Hill, a Quaker retreat center known for its emphasis on contemplation, simplicity, and social justice. Palmer had been struggling with questions about his life's work and purpose. He was searching for clarity, hoping for a clear answer about what he should do next. But instead of receiving an immediate revelation, he was offered the Quaker wisdom: proceed as the way opens. At first, this phrase frustrated him. He wanted certainty, a roadmap, a definitive answer. But over time, he began to understand that wisdom does not always arrive fully formed. Instead, it unfolds. It reveals itself step by step. And sometimes, the best we can do is trust that when the moment is right, the way will become clear. At Pendle Hill, Parker learned the practice of listening deeply to himself, to others, and to the quiet stirrings of the Spirit. He learned rather than forcing decisions or rushing toward answers, he could trust that the right path would emerge in its own time. This experience would go on to shape his work, influencing his books such as Let Your Life Speak and The Courage to Teach, in which he encourages others to trust in their own inner wisdom. The wisdom of proceed as the way opens is, at its heart, a blessing. It is a reminder that we are not required to know everything before we begin. It is an invitation to trust in the journey, to release our grip on certainty, and to step forward even when the path is not yet fully visible. This echoes many other blessings throughout history. In the popular Irish blessing, which says, "May the road rise to meet you, may the wind be always at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face, the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand." We hear a similar sentiment, that as we take each step, the path will meet us where we are. These words do not promise ease or perfection, but they do offer reassurance that we are supported, that we are not alone. How do we practice this trust? How do we learn to proceed as the way opens in our own lives? Let us look deeper at the words of this popular Irish blessing a little more deeply to find the wisdom that these words have to share with us. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. The imagery of a road rising to meet us is a powerful one. It suggests that as we walk forward, the very path itself will shape to our steps, supporting us as we go. But life does not always feel that way. The roads we travel are often winding, uneven, and uncertain. We face obstacles, detours, and moments when the way ahead is shrouded in mist. As Unitarian Universalists, we do not believe that the road is necessarily preordained, but we do believe that we have the capacity to create meaning along the way. This line of the blessing reminds us to trust the process, to recognize that even when we do not see the whole path, we can take the next step with confidence. It is an invitation to embrace change, to trust that the journey itself has value, and to know that we are not alone. This blessing encourages us to cultivate resilience, to understand even when the road is difficult, we can trust in our own ability to navigate it. It is a call to courage, reminding us that every step forward is an act of faith, even if we do not know where it will lead. In the ancient world, travelers relied on the winds to help them navigate seas and landscapes. A favorable wind meant an easier journey, while headwinds made the path more difficult. This line of the blessing acknowledges that sometimes we are aided by unseen forces. Other times, we must struggle against resistance. There are times when the wind shifts and we find ourselves having to change and struggle against it. These are moments that test our resolve, that call us to draw upon our inner resources. Yet, even in such times, we can trust that change is inevitable. The winds that once opposed us may shift again in our favor. This line of the blessing reminds us to embrace the moments of ease and prepare for the moments of challenge, knowing that both are a part of life's great journey. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rain fall soft upon your fields. Blessing calls upon the imagery of nature's gifts, the warmth of the sun, the nourishing rain, to remind us that life is filled with both joy and sustenance. The sun represents moments of clarity, love, and delight that illuminate our paths. The rain, often seen as an inconvenience, is in fact what allows growth and renewal. How often do we pause to recognize these gifts? Do we take time to feel the warmth of kindness, the nourishment of wisdom, the growth that comes from both joy and hardship? This blessing invites us to do just that, to cultivate gratitude and to see the beauty in both sunshine and rain. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. This final line of the blessing offers a deeply personal and tender image, being held in the palm of God's hand. While UUs hold a diversity of theological beliefs, the essence of this blessing is one of care, connection, and trust. Whether we interpret God as a divine being, the universe, or the love that binds us together, the sentiment remains the same. We are not alone. This blessing speaks to our interconnectedness. It reminds us that even when we part ways, even when we face transitions, we remain bound together by love. It is an assurance that no matter where our journeys take us, we are held in care and compassion. As we go forth from this gathering today, May we carry with us the wisdom of proceed as the way opens. May we learn to trust in the unfolding of our lives. May we release our need for certainty and instead embrace the adventure of the unknown. May we take each step with courage, knowing that the path will reveal itself as we walk. The way, indeed, will open. May we step boldly into the unknown, knowing that the road will rise to meet us. May we find strength in community and be the wind at each other's backs. May we cultivate gratitude for the blessings that sustain us. May we, in our comings and goings, hold one another in love. Let us walk forward in trust. May we cause it to be so. Blessed be. Amen. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Gnerian Boharlat. Or may you succeed on the road. Thank you all so much.